We found it. It blew this cap, guys. That's where the metal piece came off. That is a capacitor it blew. It was over this area right here. You guys can see it. This little piece. I don't know where this thing connected, but I did have a video on this a while back when I took this capacitor out, and the cap blew on that side because I actually had this side. I did actually clip this one time when it did this. This is pretty good shape, so it didn't blew this side. It blew on this side here. You can't see it, but it blew this cap right here, guys. I found out what it was. It blew a capacitor out. So we need to find that out, and that's where it blew off that piece right there. It connected to that dioid. So you could tell where it blew off the piece. What it did, it blew that piece apart. We have to put it back together when we get some time, but we need to find this cap. It's a 50 volt UFarad. It's a 22 UFarad, and that's what it was. So it blew that cap. We might have to have we might have to go a little higher, 22 volts. So that's what blew it out. And see how it blew out the piece there? It blew the wire out. So that is some of the remains of it. I found the pieces right here, right over here where it was. It was mostly connected. I have a previous video of this video I did on these caps when I took the front off this thing. You guys were there a while back. I need to go back to some of my comstat videos to see where it's used. But that's where it blew out right there. It was connected to this dioid. And the dioid looks fine. Those things don't get blown out. So that's where the capacitor blew this back off. We might have to get another cap again for this, but that's what it was. So the radio, all the caps are fine. So it blew this cap off the transformer. I don't know if this radio has been modified, but we found our problem today. So it was not, it was a capacitor that blown. These capacitors are fine, and we don't know what this area is. So you guys can locate the cap on the 22 UFarad, and some guy probably did some mods to it, but I think it could be resoldered back in. So it blew on that side where this dioid was right here. That's where I had to connect it when I saw the cap, when I took it off, when I bought a while back, because I took the capacitors off this one because that's where it blew, and it was a 22 UFarad 50 volts. So we'll have to look that up to find out where it is located. But so the dioid looks pretty good shape. That looks pretty fine. That's the capacitor that blew on the piece of the wire where I soldered it, so I could tell where it was soldered at, and that looks like it did. There's a piece of hair on it. And let me get that removed so we can see it in a second. So I found our comstat35 problem. So it looks like it was solder right there, but this looks like, no, that's part of the capacitor that blew out. That's not a ferrite. That's actually that's part of the capacitor that blew out. You think it was a bad cap? So that's what it blew it out. That's the rubber piece of capacitor. That's not a ferrite. And that's the thing I soldered right there. I see where I did. So it connected to this one. We're going to just move it up and show you guys in a second. Yep, it's a blown out capacitor, guys. It was a 22 UFarad. We need to go up on this. We need to find out what this area is. But that's where it connected to this wire here, where I had it a while back. Yeah. And what I did wrong, I should have plugged the antenna in the radio when I took it outside. But we need to go up on the UFarad. We need to find out this area with the 22 UFarad, what this is. And sometimes these instructions get it wrong, but I think I got everything hooked right. The positive's over, the negative side's over this way. I actually did this a while back. If we put a film capacitor in with none of these things on it, I think it will not blow. So that's what happened, guys. Good thing the whole radio is in good shape. So it only blew this part. It was a small white blue smoke I saw, and that was it, guys. We found the problem. 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, getting on down. Catch you guys later. And I'll show you guys in the radio. So that's what it took me a while to figure it out, because I did everything right, like I said. So it was only that capacitor. We got to go find another one. We need to go a little bit up on it. But this was a 50 volt capacitor I bought off from Digital Key a while back. So they came from Digital Key. And we need to find some more of these things. That was like that was only like $1 apart. So it's actually a 50 volt 22 UFarad capacitor. So that's what blew. Was it a bad cap, guys? You think the cap was bad? Let me show you guys in a second so you guys can see it. Don't want to touch any oil in it. So I'm going to take a look at this here so it looks like it. So you guys get a good glimpse of it. Yeah, you guys can see it right there. Zoom up close. It looked like it blew the capacitor. It could have been bad. Maybe we need to go up on this when you have to look at this area with the 22 euro ferret was. But, so that's what happened, guys. It blew a capacitor out. So, we found our problem. We have to try again to get another one. I soldered this thing together a while back. And you guys can see what I did. I soldered this. The whole radio is good, guys. So that's good news. 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, get on down. It was not a dioid. It was actually a capacitor. So we found out that blew it out. Because I plugged no antenna in the system. That's what happened. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys. That's what happened today. 362. We'll catch you later. Knoxville, Tennessee, going down. We got to go back to my previous video. What this looked like. Because I have a video of this. When I took this thing back. And I think it was like, I had another comstat35 video way back then. I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago. When I put this capacitor in. This one it didn't cost that much to get this cap. It was like $4. 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, get on down. We'll catch you later. And we'll bring out more videos soon.